Hello, and thank you again for subscribing to my Patreon. Today we're going to be working on side splits. So, when we try to work on flexibility, the last thing that I want you to do is push into any position. We should feel some discomfort when we're trying to reach a goal, but we shouldn't feel pain. So, if you're pushing so hard that you feel pain, back off. Our brains need to feel safe to naturally enhance our range of motion. When we push into stretches, we do see short-term results with that, but it's only because our brain is saying, okay, I'll get used to being in this position for this amount of time. But it's not because our brain likes being there. When we do things with our bodies intentionally, when we interact with gravity in an intentional way, it helps our brain feel safe and it opens up that range of motion. It enhances coordination, balance, and strength. So we're going to enhance all movement. I'm going to try to provide as many modifications as I can. If there's something that you can't do, it's okay. Skip it. Fast forward. Not a biggie. Do your best, leave the rest. Okay, so before you get started, make sure that you've gone through the sensory warm up that was posted a few days ago. Do that first and then come back here. But if you're ready to go, let's go ahead and start. So, the first thing that we're going to do is check baseline. What does our range of motion look like now? And since we're working on splits today, let's see what our splits look like. What I want you to do is come down to the floor and I'll show you how to get into your split safely. Okay, so we're going to start at tabletop. Okay, choose the leg that you want to be up front. We're going to stick that in front like you're doing a hamstring stretch. If you'd like, you can use yoga blocks, you can use cans, but having your back bent over your leg like this is fine. We're going to activate our muscles and try to reach for the walls with our feet. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to come down and we'll stop at resistance. And since I have not warmed up, I can't even come down all the way. Boom. Lean on the side of the leg in front. Bring the back leg to the front leg. Boom. All right, let's go ahead and check the other side. Tabletop. Opposite leg comes in front. Okay, come down. We're using our muscles. Spread, spread, spread. Stop at resistance. Take note of where you landed. Lean on the side of the leg that's facing front. Bring the back leg towards the front. Okay, now let's start with our warm up. You might want to lean against a wall or a chair for these for balance purposes. If not, that's okay too, but I will show you how to do these with a chair. Boom. Okay. What we're going to do first, they're called toe pulls, and it's going to help elongate all this area. We're going to take one foot, place it behind us, curl the toe under. Boom. About a foot in distance, like 12 inches. We are going to roll over the top of the big toe. Use full range of motion. So if you're here and feel tension, stop there. If you can come down a little further, then come down a little further. If you don't need the chair, don't use the chair. This is 3, 4, we'll do 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Stay where you are. Do not move. I know I just did, but I'm just trying. I'm going to adjust something real quick just so that you guys can see me better. All right. Boom. Okay. That leg is behind us. The toe is curled under. So I'm going to show you from this direction. Bring the leg out a little further to the side. So it should look like this from this angle. It'll look like this from this angle. You're going to roll over the top of the big toe. That knee will internally rotate. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the wonderful thing about videos is that you can rewind them if you get confused. Okay, remember, you're not always going to look like me. The intention is more important. been copying me exactly. Okay, we did 8. We are going to take that back leg. We're going to make it our front leg now. Okay, we are going to just 5 out of 10 lean, shift your weight to that front leg. So it's not all of it, but it's about midway between both legs. We are going to roll on the outside of the foot. These are lateral and medial ankle tilts. We're going to start with the lateral ankle tilt, and then we'll move to the medial ankle tilt. And we're working on the sides of our ankle and our calf. Okay, so we're going to roll to the side. You should feel the floor rolling underneath you from the pinky toe all the way to the back heel and back to neutral. So we're at 3, 4, 5. We'll do 8, 6, 7, 8. Back to neutral. Now we're going to roll inward, medial. In. Roll in. You should feel the floor roll underneath you from the top of the big toe all the way back to the heel. And I'm kind of flat-footed, so I feel it in my sole too, but if you don't, that's okay. 4, I think 7, 8. Oh no! I lost track of count. I lost count. Wait, how do I sit? Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, never mind. We did enough. Okay, so now we're going to take that same foot, plant it neutral. You're going to lock the knee up at the top. Place your hands on your hips. I'm going to move this chair away. Boom, right here. We're going to bend the knee, bring it out to the side. Bring it around the foot to the middle and back lock. Look down at that knee. The more you look at the knee, the more you think about I'm moving the knee, interoception, proprioception, the better benefits you'll receive. So bend to the side, bring it around. Notice how my hip will dip down. Boom. When the knee comes around, it comes back up. Nothing else is moving in my body. The knee is initiating all the movement. Everything else is just following. So my hip is following. I think this is 3. Slow and steady. 4, 5. Make sure you're smoothing out every rough edge, making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. Boom, lock at the top. Bring it to the inside. Round it around the. We're making circles over the toes. Okay? Boom. Okay? Smoothing out every rough edge, making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. So this is 3. Slow and steady. 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Boom. Okay? Take the opposite leg, bring it behind you, and I'm going to move this a little bit. Roll over the tops of the toes and the foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're taking that back leg, bringing it out a little bit to the side, rolling over the top of the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 8, 7, 8. Okay, take that leg, bring it out in front. I'm going to move this. So your foot is in the front now. We're rolling out to the side of the foot, making sure you feel the floor underneath you from the top of the pinky toe all the way to the back heel, going back to neutral. 4, 5, we'll do 8, 6, 7, 8. Back to neutral. Now we're going to roll inward. When it comes to the amount of weight that you put on that leg when you're doing these, also depends on your confidence and your comfort level and your strength. In the moment, if you want to really strengthen the ankle, you can shift that weight forward a little more. If you feel unsteady though, shift the weight back. Okay, so play around a little bit. See what feels good to you. With time and consistent training, you'll get to a point where you can move that leg up further, put all your weight on that leg, and start doing the tilts. For now, it's okay if we lean back. Let's go ahead and go inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 2 more. 7, 8. Okay, so now we're going to lock that knee at the top. We're going to do knee circles, hands on the hips, stabilize those hips. We're going to bend that knee, bring it out to the side, out that way, around and back up. We're looking down at the knee. We're smoothing out every rough edge, making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. That's 3, 4, 5. We'll do 6 in one direction and then change directions. 6. Boom. Let's go the other direction. By the way, if you ever have to really think about these, good. It's good for your brain. It's good for your brain to really have to think about doing certain things because it means that you're just really focused. Your brain likes that. Okay, we're going to bend, come in, and around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and so that is the first part of our warm up. But let's go ahead and look at what our splits look like now. Okay, we're at tabletop. We got our little things that we need them, yoga blocks, cans, whatever. If you need that to help assist you get into position, utilize any tool, every tool. It's all good. Tabletop. Bring one leg forward. We're going to use our muscles and pretend like we're stretching our legs out to the sides of the room, and we'll come down. Oh, okay. And there's a difference for me. Hopefully there's a difference for you too. Roll on the leg that's facing forward. Bring the back leg to the front. Okay, we're in tabletop. We're going to check the other side. Leg front. Remember, we're stopping at resistance. Spread, 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 spread. Boom. Just with a little warm up. Intentional movement. Lean on the side of the leg that's facing forward. Bring the legs together. Okay. So now I'm going to bring you guys a little bit down. We're going to be down. We're going to be down on the ground. So get yourselves comfy. If you need a cushion underneath your ankle or your booty or both, do it. Okay. So this is called, I like to call them, I like to call them something leg rolls. Half circle leg rolls. So you're gonna have one leg in, you're gonna have one leg stretched out next to you. Now, if you can, bring that leg out really like next to you. If you can't, that's okay. We'll have it more in front of us. The bent leg is what we're facing. So I'm gonna turn this way because I have a little better range of motion, but that's okay. Get the booty cheek up and out of the way. We're going to relax the foot. Don't worry about flexing or pointing or anything. We're going to focus on initiating movement from the hip. We're going to roll the whole leg forward and we're going to roll the leg back, stopping at resistance. So that means if you're here, be here. You're going to feel the movement initiated from the hip. So if you can, try to get that booty cheek up and then back down on the floor, okay? So we're going to do 12 of these. So we'll count 12 all together, so it's 6 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I lied. I'm going to double it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's switch sides. Okay, opposite leg comes in. You're faced over that bent leg. This foot's just hanging out. Booty cheeks up and out of the way. Rolling that leg forward and back. forward, and back, keeping that chest nice and high. Look forward. I'm looking at, well, you guys, because I'm teaching you guys. But I want you to be focused on what you're doing in space. I want to say this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's it for our warm up. Hydrate, drink some water, take a breather. And I'm going to look and make sure that I know what we're doing next. Because if you didn't see my previous class, the shoulder and back class, I'll let you know again. I'm putting these recordings together like if I'm teaching an actual class, you're in class with me. So there's no cutting and pasting or editing. What you see is what you get. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, I love these, are hip circles. These are definitely one of those do your best, leave the rest. If it doesn't look like mine, it's okay. If you need to, put a cushion underneath your knees. If you need to, use a chair next to you, and I'll show you what it'll look like with the chair. If not, that's cool too. Because I have to take my own advice. All right. So I'm going to have a chair kind of next to me. So I'm up on my knees. I'm going to take one leg and place it directly forward. Now you can take that back foot and shift it so that you have a little bit more of a base. So it's kind of at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Or if it feels good being directly behind you, you can do that too. What I want you to do is get comfortable coming forward and coming back. Coming forward and coming back. Like, these are not circles. These are not circles. I just want you to feel what this is like, because we're going to go around. Remember those knee circles we were making? We want that knee to shift. We want the booty to shift. Okay? So the booty comes out, around, back. You're drawing circles with the on the floor. Okay? And your leg, your knee, will also be making circles. So the pelvis and the knee. Okay? The chest will come down and then come back up. And this will feel weird, but that's okay. Do your best, leave the rest. We'll do one more in this direction, and then we'll switch directions. We're going to come in, forward, and around and back. In, forward, around, and back. In, forward, around, and back. Okay, I think that's 4. We'll do 2 more. 5, 6. Okay, we're going to change sides. I'm going to move this over here. Boom. Kneeling. Opposite leg comes up. You can shift that foot, bring it in a little bit if you want to. Put a cushion under your knee if you need to. Get used to coming forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Now we're going to shift to the side. Side, in and around. So this kind of makes like an hourglass. A little bit. 4, 5, 6, reverse directions. Out, back, in and around. Out, back, in and around. And if you don't look like me, that's okay. You do your best and you leave the rest. We'll do 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's go ahead and see what our splits look like now. Tabletop. Take the leg, bring it in front. Use those muscles, squeeze, boom. If you're here, that's okay. Hopefully you see little incremental changes as we do these, okay? Roll on the leg. It's facing forward. Bring the back leg front. Back into tabletop. Opposite leg. Use those. Ooh, I have a leaf. Use those muscles. Spread those leggies. Boom. Okay. Roll on the leg that's in front. Bring the back leg forward. If for some reason you start seeing changes in the opposite direction, you're like, oh my God, my splits look worse. Okay, don't stress. Sometimes what happens is when we're doing movement, and go ahead and drink some water. When we're doing movement we're not used to, our brain kind of, oh no, what are you doing? And it can actually reduce our range of motion just to help protect us. But the more that you do it, the more that we adapt to the movement and your brain acclimates to being in that position, and the better results you're going to see. Okay. By the way, this workout, I suggest if you're really intentional about getting your splits, 2 or 3 days in the week, and make sure you have a rest day in between. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, don't hate me, you might hate me, but we're going to do a little strength training. Strength training is one of the best things you can do for your flexibility. It not only enhances your range of motion, but it helps you increase bone density and muscle mass, things that you absolutely need when you start getting older. So we're going to do some lunges. How you lunge is fine. Remember, the intent is more important than looking like I look. Okay. I'm going to show you with a chair if you need it. Boom. And then I'll move the chair away. But what we're going to do is we're going to get in as deep and as long of a lunge. If that means that you're here, be here. Do it. But if you can come out a little bit further, then be here and use that chair. Okay. We're going to post for 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got this. 8, 4 more. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yes. Change sides. Okay. Take that other leg, bring it out in front. Take the back leg behind you. Okay. Notice that when I'm coming down, my front leg is becoming kind of perpendicular to the floor. You can be there. You can be here. You can be here. You can be here. It's all good. Okay, so I'm here. This is where I'm feel more comfortable at. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, woo! 8, 9. Just because I've changed direction of my vision. 10, 11, 12. So your inner ear and your vision, vestibular ocular system, control your balance. And if you kind of change it while you're doing movement, you might lose your balance. That's right, it's not in your core. We're going to do all this over again. We'll start with a half circle. The hip half circles go to the hip half leg rolls, half circle leg rolls, hip circles, and then we'll do the lunge pulses. Okay. And then I got a nice little decompression. Okay. Leg in, other leg to the side, use full range of motion. Stop at resistance, booty cheeks up and out of the way. Foot is relaxed. Body's facing over the bent leg. Roll that leg back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Switch sides. Boom. Keeping that chest nice and forward, looking forward. Leg bent, leg straight. Relaxed foot. Booty cheeks up, out of the way. Roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good job. Okay, let's go to those hip circles. Remember, if you need a chair, get the chair. We're kneeling. One leg comes in front, kind of perpendicular. So the thigh should be parallel to the floor. Bring that foot in if you need to. Put a cushion underneath your knee if you need to. We're going to come back and forth. Back and forth. Now we're going to make the circles with our booty. So back, side, around. Hands on the hips if you're not using the chair. Okay, this is 4, 5, 6. Reverse. That way and around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come out of that if you need to. Ooh, you can wiggle the foot that was behind. Mine got a little cramp. Okay. Take the other leg, place it in front of you. You want that thigh to be parallel to the ground. Bring the back foot in if you need more stability. Okay. We're going to come back and we're going to go forward. Back and forward. And it's okay if the knee goes over the toesies because it's good for you. Now we're going to go around. Shift that booty around and back, making circles. 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back. So we went out this way. Now we're going to go in and forward and around. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing great. 5. I'm breathing hard. 6. Calm down. Let's do a little butterfly stretchy stretch because it's going to feel good. Place the feet together. Get the booty cheeks up and out of the way. If you're here, just push your chest up and hold. But if you can come down, push into what feels good. Walk your hands over. Walk your hands over to the other side. Maybe you can do a little twisty twist. Look up at the sky. Come down. You walk back over and do a twisty twist over here. Look up at the ceiling. Roll down. Okay, that's enough. Let's get back to work. Actually, drink some water. So, the last thing we have are the lunge pulses. And then I got a little decompression. Stretchy, 90-90 mobility, stretchy stretch. You'll see. You'll like it. All right. Break time over. So, listen, if you ever need to extend the break, pause me. Just pause. Take a break. Take as long as you need. What I want is for you to come back and really be able to focus. The more you are able to focus on what your body is doing in space and how it feels on the inside, the better outcome you're going to have and the lower chances of injury. That is how you lower your chances of injury. Full body awareness. All right, let's go ahead and get into our lunge position. If you need a chair, get a chair. If not, that's cool too. Choose a leg, any leg. I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, so make sure you're nice and stable. Pick a place to look at. I'm gonna look over here. I'm gonna stay looking over here. We're gonna go down 12. 1, 2, 3. Make that chest nice and high. 4, 5. Breathe in through your nose. 6, 7, 8. We'll do 4 more. 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. Bring that leg back. Take the other leg. It's going to come forward. Let's keep going. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. 12. Woo! Good job. That was not easy. I'm sweating. Okay. Last thing. Last thing, and you guys are good to go. And then we'll check our splits for the last time and see if we see any kind of progression from when we started. Make sure that this is still on. Okay. If you need to, drink some water. All right. Not come back down to the floor. And we're going to be in a 90-90 configuration. Okay. So if that means you are here, that's okay. You could stack your leg over the other leg. If you can increase that, then do it too. Okay. So kind of 90-90 is the angle. On 90-90 with your foot, with your legs. If for some reason you need to bring those feet in closer, it's okay. Do your best. Leave the rest. What we're going to do is we're going to anchor the feet to the ground so they're not going to shift. We're going to roll the knees up and over. We're going to place the hands behind us. Yeah, because this is a decompression. So we're going to roll the knees up and over. Boom. And I'm going to shift this way so you guys can see better. So anchor, roll. Anchor, roll, and your booty will scooch it back. If you're here, be here. No shame in the game. Be here. If you're here, be here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to release the hand. The other hand that is behind us, is going to anchor us. We are going to raise our pelvis. We're going to be up on our feet. We're going to reach behind us and look at that hand. We're going to slowly come down. Now I'm going to shift this way so you can see what I'm doing. Now I want you to melt over the front leg. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to walk behind the leg. We're going to rotate the chest forward. You can place your hand here or on your hips, either or. I like it here. Helps open up the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to roll the hand back down. We're going to walk over the foot and the ankle. You're getting a little bit of different kind of stretchy stretch. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, when we stretch, is because I know it feels good, giving you good sensory input. I'm not expecting for it to make you more flexible, though. Okay, we're anchoring so we're here. We're anchoring the feet. Hands come behind us. Roll the knees over. Release this arm. The arm behind you is anchored down to the floor. We're going to push that pelvis up, and we're going to look at the back hand, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to melt over the front leg. We're going to walk behind that leg. We're going to rotate the chest, either raising it, straightening our arm behind us, or putting it on our hip. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm down, roll the shoulder down, walk in front of the foot and the ankle, and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come out of that. Now let's look at our splits. Tabletop. Leg. Use those muscles to spread those feet. Boom. Okay, take note of where you land. Consistently do this. Take pictures, screenshot it. Keep records. You want before and afters. Take that back leg, bring it to the front, come back into a tabletop. Take the opposite leg. Boom. Use those muscles to spread those legs out. Okay, stop at resistance. Now, when I say stop at resistance, if you really, 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 really want to get your splits, you can push a little into discomfort, but don't hold for more than 5 seconds. Okay, want to roll to the front leg, back leg together, and there you go. That is your splits workout for the month of July. I intend on doing more splits workouts. The next flexibility workout will be focused on middle splits. Um, anyway, remember, do your best, leave the rest. Modify whenever you need to. Utilize any tool that you need cushions, if you need blocks, if you need chairs, use it. The more you do this, the better you get, the less you need all that stuff. And you'll find that it becomes easier. Okay, so we're all done. I hope you all have a beautiful day. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free, either message me, DM me, send me comments. I'm constantly on my phone checking to make sure that you guys, everything is taken care of. If there's anything that you need, I'm here for you. And remember, we talk kindly about our bodies. We have no bad parts, just things that we need to work on. Okay? Right. Hope you all have a beautiful day. It's Monday. Yeah, day.